Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Jay Bulls. Let me move that over to the side. It's Friday, March 19th, 2021, and I haven't made a video in a while. I've been as I said in the last video, I know I haven't been making them as much, and I've just been busy moving from California, coming back to Virginia, and getting a job, getting a car, getting all that stuff set up, and hanging out with my friends and seeing my family and stuff, We're just trying to get back into things, and actually had somebody tell me yesterday that they love my videos, and I need to make another one. So we got a lot of things to talk about because I had off work yesterday, and we made some plays, and whenever the weather's bad, that's just a good day for me because we're going right in the stock market whenever that happens. I apologize for having this murder walk thing up here. I love that band, a local band from Virginia. They don't play anymore, but definitely a fucking bomb-ass band. You should check them out anyways. They don't play anymore, but it's my childhood, but mainly I have that up so we can look at our positions here. As you can see, the graphing's not the best in the world. We've been having a pretty bad month. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just a general market direction. That's nothing to do with us. So it's not a big deal. Right here, as you can see, if you do some numbers down here, I'm basically at $5,400. And at this peak over here in February, the beginning of February, that was $8,000. So we're a little down from there, but the thing is that we've only put in $2,000. You just have to remember that. So we're up. If you're losing gains, you can't be upset. But what we want to do is we want to get back to where we were with that 8,000 right over here. And we want to get up to 10 without putting in more money. I mean, yeah, eventually we will put in more money just so we can grow faster. But we're trying to put in the least amount possible and grow it to the biggest amount possible, because that's how you make the money, So getting right into it, we're go into our positions. UAVs, I'm just going to talk about all of these real quick, even if I've had them for a while, but we're just going to talk about them all. UAVs, I've had that since May. I got the Amazon drones coming out. I got a good average on that one. Just been holding it for a long time. It did get up to 15 at one point before it sank down, so we've got a lot of room to grow there, and we're holding this one for a long time, guys. We're holding this one for until 50 at the bare minimum, and we want to definitely sell around 100. It can happen. It's just going to take a while. That's one of the things what Warren Buffett says. You have to be fucking patient, so that goes for everything. You got to be patient. All right, then we got Bingo. That's the one that, if you go back and watch my videos, found it at 90 cents and got in, and then I bought more at $6. I bought more at $7. So we got that $3.47 average. That also was at $15 before everything went down. So when they're testing the water, that's where it's going, and then it's going to exceed expectations. So those should be at 20 by the end of at least by June, dude. Like, I don't see things going down the next 3 months. Like, things are going to recover. People are getting their stimulus, and things are getting back in order. Palantir. So Bingo, we bought that in December. Palantir, we bought on October 1st. We got it on the IPO day. I mean, there's a couple IPOs coming up. ArcX, there's a Cypher, there's a Nano Dimension battery. Those are the only ones I'm probably going to want to get right on the IPO day. Because usually when an IPO comes out, listen to me real quick. Usually what will happen is that a stock will come out and IPO, but before it IPOs, the big institutions have a first go at it. So when Palantir was going to IPO, it was going to be at $7. But when it actually came out, it opened up at I think it might have been at 10, but it was like 10.25. And by the time that I noticed it, the first 5 minutes of it coming out, I didn't get a notification or anything. I just pulled out my phone and I saw it. And then within 5 minutes, I bought it. And I bought it at obviously at $10.96. And it sank down to $9. We weren't upset. We just wanted to get the stock because we believe in it. That's the other thing. You have to believe in what you buy. But then we got the Palantir. We held it. That went up into 35 before it came down. So there's room to grow in that. That's just easy money. We originally had 25 shares. We sold some. Same with Bingo. We sold 100 shares of that. Just move stuff around and have extra cash. And then everything else I'm talking about is more newer because that's all last year. Then after that, SOS. I got rid of my Caesars position. I basically put all of that into SOS. I put about $200 of my own money into it, and then I sold half of my bingo to put into it. So that's how we got our SOS. We got a good position there. A lot of shares. It's a Bitcoin miner. They're saying that this is going to be the best one in China. It's going to be the biggest. Right now, there's 2 Bitcoin miners, Cypher, and I forget the name of the other one, but they're coming out later this year or next year, and they're going to be bigger than the SOS. But right now, SOS is technically the biggest one that you can get. SOS, I believe in it as a company, really. So we're going to be selling that around 50. This is the highest that we've really kind of seen it. It was at 12 when we first started getting into it, and I started buying it at 11. Then I saw it just go down, and our average could have been $4 or $5 if I had just waited. But this stock, it looks so good that the hedges had to push it down, and we just averaged down with it. We didn't put our whole position into it. We kind of played this one right. We saw it going down. We wanted to buy, but it wasn't at the bottom yet, but we still wanted to buy it and secure a position. So that's when we put in the 200 of our own money. And then when I saw it keep going down, we got down to $4, $5, $6. I just started selling some Caesars because my Caesars was going up at the time. Like, everything was crashing. My Caesars was going up. So I just started selling some Caesars, put it right into the fucking SOS, dude. That created a whole thing, which I'm fucking excited about, because on the Caesars, I put in $150, and next thing you know, I got fucking a little bit over $1,000 out of that in 1 year, and that's fucking amazing. I just made another position, which I'm looking to see like 3,500, 4,000 from. So once I get that, then I'll be able to move that out, make another position. I mean, we're just set up for fucking greatness. But getting into it yesterday, what we did, okay, we're still talking about all this stuff right here, just this page right here. That's it. All right. We got this VACQ. So that, when you look at it, it's just going to say it's a blank check company. It's not going to really say too much about what it is. So there's not a lot of hype around it right now, but we know what it is. It's basically ARC-X. That's not ARC-X, but they're going to be doing the same thing. They're going to be buying out other companies that are making materials for outer space or have to do anything with outer space. So it's a blank check company that buys out other companies for fucking space. Okay, we invested in outer space. That's one other thing. When ARC-X comes, we want to fucking at least put... I'm hoping to have $1,000 by then to put in ARC-X, because I'm telling you, fucking space is where it's at. And then SNDL at the bottom down here, we got the weed stock. We made sure to get that because the legalization is going to be coming in. Would have been a lot better if we got it a long time ago when it was at 50 cents. And even if we could have got it at 75 cents, we probably would have been better. But, I wanted to make a position now while I had the time and the money. And the graphing chart. All right, now we'll start going back on the graphing charts so we can actually look at some stuff. I think I don't need this anymore. I just needed that to block my account number. But let's go over to SNDL first. Looks like it just dropped down for some reason. Look, you see this big drop. I mean, it's nothing to be scared about. I mean, there's stuff like that's going to happen. There's probably shorts getting in on it. I'm trying to get myself out of the fucking sun. Looks like earnings, after earnings, it always goes down. So it says it was up following the earnings, but then, it always goes down after earnings. So I'm not even worried about it, you guys. I see the stock being like $5 in a couple years. This is why I really like the charting. I'll teach you a little bit right here. So that obviously, like I said, you're going to want it around 50 cents right down here at the beginning of February, end of January. Went up to... These things, it's not exactly accurate, so it probably hit $3, let's be honest. It went all the way up to 3, and then it sank down. It looks like 60% just about. And that's where you wanted to... if you had missed that 50 cents, this is where you would have wanted to buy. Obviously, I was just late on this, but this cup and handle right here... I'm trying to tell you guys, that's a goddamn cup and handle. It's that little cup in the middle. There's a little handle on the side, that little V. And then when it touches that MA10, took off. All right, some people just play that little run. They might get 10% and then they might get out of it. But right now with the MA lines all bunching up together, that's usually an indicator that things about to take off. I swear there's market manipulation and there's computer trading algorithms that when those lines, those MA lines bunch up, it sends a signal to a whole bunch of computers to buy stock, and it doesn't even matter the company or whatever, they just buy the fucking stock. Like, there's so much into it that you can't understand it all, but there's definitely trading algorithms going on. SOS, we gotta fucking love it. We like this chart too, because that's basically coming to a bull flag. Anytime you see the MA lines come into a point together, that's good. That means things are about to go up. Especially on this, it looks like a bullish chart. You know, there's a spike. There's got to be another spike in the future. Maybe next month when they get the next 5,000 rigs up and running. And maybe at the end of the year when they finally get the earnings report in and they're saying, look, we're making what our projections were. You know, this stock should be $30, $40 any day. The VACQ, I think we already talked about it. This is really a brand new, so it's up from December. That's the only chart history you have. And then the first spike, that's got to be when the first people found out about it, like when the first news got out about it. So when it goes up, I guess it hit $14, and that's a good sign because I basically got it at the bottom of, right now it's at the very, very bottom peak, but that's what you're looking for when you want to buy, because that little, that's going to be support line, basically where my line's at. And I don't expect this to go down much more. If anything's, this should be going up to $13 anytime soon, as there just needs to be more news. There needs to be more volume. There's only 120,000 volume. Just to show you how shit that is, you go to SOS, there's 8.8 million volume, but SOS I already know is like a top 10 right now in volume, because there's a lot of hype around SOS. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. SOS is 17th in the most active. But look at that, Sundal up there. Sundal's always up there. Sundal for the last 2 or 3 months has always been high volume. So that's the other reason I got it. You can easily see Sundal at $3, $4, $5 in the future. And you know, as far as bingo and UAVs, we're waiting bingo for FDA approval, and we think Kathy Wood might buy into it once they have the approval. And then UAVs, we're just waiting for Amazon. There's an NDA with Amazon coming out, but even if it's not Amazon, it's an e-commerce company, so it's going to be good. Palantir, Kathy Wood's been buying millions of shares. I think she bought like 13 million shares. Insane, like a fucking $100 million, $200 million worth of shares. And the bears, the hedges, ever since this Citron report came out in November, the bears have been all over the Palantir. You can even tell because of the double Batman right here. That's when, back here in November, that's when they really started to fuck it up. That big dip, basically on December 1st. And then there was support. And I don't know why it took off right here at the beginning of February. Maybe it was because of some Kathy Wood news, but it fucking double Batman. You never want to see a double Batman, because that's usually a chart reversal, and that means the bears are in there and trying to keep the prices down. But as soon as they're gone, this is going up. It's going to be like AMC and GameStop. Look at AMC real quick, because everybody keeps talking about that in the stock groups right now. Yeah, because this is what you're normally going to see. This is a bullish. So obviously it was going down, it was getting pushed by the hedges. You have this massive spike, and then it dips down. It's an inflamed banshee. We know about these. We used to preach about these in our earlier videos. All right, so that's an inflamed banshee. Everything groups down here at the bottom, at the cup of the handle. And when those lines, I'm telling you, when the MA lines bunch together, that's so bullish. It's so good. And then ever since then, around $5, $6, AMC's just been going up because I guess the short squeeze is still on. Maybe more of the hedges still hold it, but pretty insane, guys. I'm trying to tell you. That spike right there, that's got to do with the hedges, because look at how red it is. It shouldn't be red and going up. If it's red, it should be dipping, but there's so much red bars down there that that's just the hedges having to sell and selling for a fucking loss. So shit's going crazy right now. We're trying to make money. We're trying to do everything we can to get on top. Other things we're looking at right now, we got this SFTW. You gotta have to look more in these companies. I don't know. I don't remember why I put that one there. Camber Energy. We've been looking at that one since 80 something cents, and we want to make a position on that soon. This one's got a good charting. Look at that. That's ready to fucking be a reversal anytime now. Color Star Technology. We were looking at this one more down here earlier this month when it was around 70 cents. And Adavaxis, obviously the same thing. It was down to 55 cents and it was looking juicy. We love these stocks, man. Like GSAT, getting fucking satellites for pennies. This one's a bullish stock still. See how it's ready for a spike any day now. Just, you gotta find new things to put on your watch list. You gotta talk to people. You gotta get your stock knowledge on the groups. That's about it, though, you guys. That VACQ and that SNDL, I did that yesterday and opened up those positions, and pretty happy with what I got going on right now. And all you can do is try to strive to better your life. You're not gonna do it in one day, but this is investing in your retirement, basically. If you don't have 401k, this is the best thing for you. A 401k, you're only allowed to pull out $6,000, $7,000 a year, and then you get taxed extra because you do it before you're 65, before you retire. So with this, of course, you're going to have to pay the taxes and shit, but you could be paying a lot less and you could be pulling out a lot more money. What if you had an emergency $20,000 you need and you couldn't pull it all out of your 401k? You just pull it out of your fucking stocks, son. I'm just trying to tell you, like, some people have the world perception and it's skewed in a certain way that someone like me comes along with a different way of doing things, and then they're just like, that's not how I did it. I did it ABC XYZ. And you fucking did it EFG, like, fuck you, motherfucker, like, it don't make sense. Just, we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to make money. That's the end of the day. Just rambling on at this point. Thank you guys for checking me out, and just leave a comment or like whatever you want, dude. Bye.